So I want to talk now about joke themes versus canned jokes, pre-planned jokes. Now, like, what's the difference? So a pre-planned joke is a very dad thing to do, right? So if somebody says, "What time is it?" and dad jumps in and says, "Time for you to get a watch," right? It's got a 1-to-1 ratio. Somebody says a set of words and dad responds with an exact joke. Truth is, there's nothing wrong with these types of jokes. They can be a little bit corny, but they can also be hilarious. The problem is there's just a terrible, terrible return on investment. Like, you need to memorize a joke for every single situation that could ever occur. Not the best use of time. What's much, much, much better to do is to have joke themes, like habits that you can take with you anywhere to all sorts of situations. So I'm going to give you a handful, and I've stolen these from movies, other people. Like, I am a horrible joke plagiarist when it comes to this, but I always try to add a little bit of flavor and make it my own. So, first one that I think of is like a fake professional, is what the name that I've given it right now. It's any sort of situation. I will make a joke that I'm a pro, or that the other person is a pro at it. So if you take the elevator again, right? Standing in the elevator, people walk in, you like, pop it in and you say, what's floor? 6. They say, thank you. You go, no problem. I'm a professional, right? There's a chance. You go to order at Chipotle. I'm sorry for going to the same things. My days are very monotonous. But say that you go to order at the Chipotle and you order and you're like, dude, black beans, chicken, this, that. And he goes, right away, sir. Boom, boom. You're like, damn, man, like, you a pro at that. Nice job. That sort of thing is just relying on the same theme. So professional is one of them. One that I've stolen from, I think it's Step Brothers, is like, do we just become best friends? Anything that happens that you like and you see someone, you can high five them and ask them if you just became best friends. Other ones, this one I think I stole from Old School, where Will Smith is standing there at the debate, and he's with that talking head political commentary guy, and he just goes off on a complete rant talking about democracy and the republic, and then he goes, I think I just came out of blackout. I steal that and use that in all sorts of situations. So anytime that I do something cool or fun, I'll just be like, I think I just came out of a blackout. And I can use that all the time. It's good for a laugh. So those are 3 examples. I don't say those so that you can do them, though you can. I've got no copyright. What I say them for is so that you realize one of the best ways to reliably be funny is to have themes of things that you know are funny and can take with you. And the truth is, if you're like, that sounds a little bit pre-prepared, man, everyone is doing this subconsciously already. You're making the same jokes over and over again that are getting predictable responses. We're all dads in the end, right? We all have these habits that we go to. Just be more deliberate about it, right? So when you watch a comedy, what I actually have, I have an Evernote that I've like switched into Google Drive and all that sort of stuff that has phrases that I'm just like, I can use that in so many different places. I can play with it. I can expand upon it. I can heighten it. I can build the world with that. Things that to me are funny that I take with me. So I literally have a document. And honestly, if it makes sense, I can share it. We can figure it out if you guys are going to be able to understand my shorthand. But what I recommend is that you build your own, because it's going to mean more to you. And you don't have to have a literal real-life document. But what you should have is a mini Rolodex in your head of go-to themes that are funny, right? And these don't need to be rote. You can add, subtract, take more, multiply. This is where like creativity comes in. Creativity is not inventing something that has never been done before. It's in repurposing and remixing old material, taking disparate things to new contexts. That's the essence of all humor and all human creativity. So I'm not asking you or telling you or recommending in any sense of the word that you go and be a robot, right? That you go and have a boom, boom, this is how I'm going to make people laugh. You're not a stand-up comic. What you can have that is awesome are these conversational themes and habits that you know that you can rely on in all sorts of situations. So that is highly, highly recommended for this comedic part.